The Catholic Church is collecting evidence showing that Vietnamese Cardinal François Javier Van Thuan was holy. The former Bishop of Saigon was imprisoned for 13 years for religious reasons and was victimized by the communist regime of Ho Chi Minh.
The Vicar of Rome wanted to take charge of the beatification process because many have been helped by his teachings, an example of the Cardinal and his books.
Cardinal Van Thuan was born in 1928 in central Vietnam. In 1975, he was appointed coadjutor Archbishop of Saigon. Unfortunately, he was never able to assume this position. A few months later, he was arrested by the Viet Cong. They accused him of being an infiltrator from a foreign government and an enemy of the Communist Revolution. He spent 13 years in prison, 9 of which were in total isolation.
When he was in prison and we became refugees in Australia, I think the first year was very hard for my parents not to be able to have any news from him at all. Yeah, for years we didn't have any.
Van Thuan was able to celebrate Mass every day because he secretly kept a bottle of wine labeled stomach medicine and a few crumbs of bread wrapped in newspaper. Each day he took a drop of wine and bread in his hand and celebrated Mass. He also wore a crucifix that he made in prison with wire and soap. On November 2, 1988, he was released. In 1998, he was appointed by Pope John Paul II as president of the Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace, and in 2001, he was appointed cardinal. He unfortunately died a few months later, on September 16, 2002.